stretched and ducks. So I don't want you filming.
Right, there we go. Now I'll actually address you now that you've actually walked all the way up to me. Don't talk to me from a far distance like that. If you're going to address a member of the public, at least give them the courtesy and come all the way up to them.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
This is a good example of how many police encounters in the UK begin. An officer approaches a member of the public and starts asking questions without explaining the legal basis for the interaction. Under UK law, simply filming in public is not a crime. A police officer is perfectly allowed to approach someone and speak with them, but that interaction is voluntary unless the officer has a specific legal power to detain, search, or require identification. The key principle here is reasonable suspicion. If an officer believes someone is involved in criminal activity, they must be able to articulate what offense they suspect and why. Without that, this remains nothing more than a consensual conversation. The public is not legally required to explain what they are filming or why they are filming it. Too often, officers treat curiosity as grounds for investigation, but curiosity is not a lawful policing power.
Sir.
Well, who are you?
Sorry?
Who are you?
My name's Sergeant Meacham. I'm from the Metropolitan Police.
Sergeant
Meacham.
And what's your shoulder number?
400 Whiskey Alpha.
Cool.
What are you up to today, sir?
Well,
Anything exciting?
What do you think I'm doing?
I've got no idea.
Well, what
just
does
your video in. It appears that you're video in the backyard. I just wondered what you're up to.
There you go. You've answered it for yourself.
Lovely. Why are you doing that? It's not very interesting, is it?
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
Is it?
Yes.
I am probably because I come here every day. It's not very interesting.
No.
Lovely. Why do you...
Here we see a very common tactic used in police encounters, the shift from investigative questioning to what is framed as a safety concern. Officers often rely on this type of engagement when they have no legal grounds to detain or question someone under criminal law. From a policing perspective, officers do have a general duty of care to warn members of the public about immediate risks. However, that duty does not grant them authority to control someone's movements or behavior in a public space unless there is a genuine and immediate danger. Importantly, a safety warning does not create any legal obligation for the person receiving it. It also does not transform the encounter into a lawful detention. This is why understanding the distinction between advice and lawful instruction is crucial. Members of the public can listen to safety advice, but they are not automatically bound by it unless the officer is exercising a specific statutory power.
Just because those gates open, you hear me? Just because those gates open, there's a risk that you can get caught in them. I don't know if you can hear me. The gates that open, just you're standing in the way, but you might get caught in them. Sir, do you understand me? With the yellow boxes, you're just at risk of the gates opening into you.
This section touches on a frequent misunderstanding surrounding police body-worn cameras. Many people believe officers are legally required to verbally inform every person that recording has started, often citing GDPR. In reality, UK policing guidance is slightly different. Under data protection principles and police operational policy, officers are encouraged to make it clear when body-worn video is recording, particularly during direct engagement. However, this is primarily a policy expectation rather than a strict criminal law requirement. GDPR does not prohibit police from recording individuals in public while carrying out their duties, because law enforcement processing falls under specific exemptions when it is necessary for policing purposes. The key point is transparency. While announcing recording is good practice and often recommended, failure to verbally announce it does not automatically make the recording unlawful. Understanding that distinction is important when evaluating these encounters.
Yeah. Okay, so you've turned your body camera on as well, yeah?
My body camera?
Yep.
My body camera, as this is a public place, anyone is free to record.
Yeah, I know, but you are meant to tell a member of public.
Meant to tell you?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Okay, now a lot of people would say that it's under policy. No, it's not. If you look on the Metropolitan website, okay, it states it very clearly, okay, under GDPR law, okay, you are meant to inform the public, full stop, period. And that is on your own website, and that is a law then that you are breaking by not informing a member of the public. So if you do address a member of the public, I would advise you, if you do put your body camera on, do actually tell.
The ending of an encounter like this is actually where good policing practice becomes visible. Once an officer establishes that no offense is taking place and there's no ongoing risk, the correct procedural response is disengagement. Police powers in the UK are tightly linked to necessity and proportionality. If neither of those thresholds are met, the officer should simply move on. Continuing to question someone without legal grounds risks turning a voluntary encounter into harassment or an unlawful interference with someone's lawful activity. Filming in public, even filming police stations, officers, or public buildings, is protected under the broader principle of freedom of expression. As long as there is no genuine security threat or criminal behavior, the law is clear that members of the public are allowed to record what they can see from public spaces. In this situation, the officer walking away is ultimately the correct and proportionate outcome.
You were standing, the gate opens, and there's a risk that you can be crushed
Yeah,
by
but what you were doing is you were addressing me all the way from down there, and you were actually shouting all the way up here. As I said, if you are going to address a member of the public, that's not the correct way of doing it. You should do what you've just done where you're standing now. You should have come all the way up and addressed me.
Okay. As I said, all I'm doing is you were right there. That's it. As you can see, I was just about to walk past.
Yep,
that's all it was. There was no more to that. I'm just warning you. That's where the gate's open. Don't be crushed by it.
I won't get crushed by it. No worries.
Okay, that's
Okay,
all
cool.
it is.